Me when my girlfriend asked me to find and pass her lipstick from her handbag.
Searching it thoroughly could take a lifetime.
Lee Harvey Oswald in the book depository after seeing someone else shoot President Kennedy.
Suddenly, I'm not sure I should be here.
And this was me at my school reunion when someone greeted me with my childhood nickname, Snothead.
It's not a name I recognise.
Hello guys, welcome back to the Carousel of Smell. Great to be here, and we're going to have a fun-filled episode today. We're going to look at 5 really good under-the-radar hidden gem type fragrances that don't get talked about, that are great for the classy gentleman over 35. It says that everyone must own these. That's what I'm told I should put in the title. You don't have to own all 5, that would be rather silly. Before we get into the main part of the video, don't forget my recommended USA-based fragrance sampling site is decantboutique.com. Go there and use my code SMELLY10 for 10% off an amazing array of design and niche fragrances. And my recommended UK-based site is Fragrance Samples UK, and there you can use the code SMELLY2025 for 10% off a stunning range of scents. Okay, 5 real beauties for you guys then, and I love all of these. They're really amazing fragrances, and you really don't hear about them too much. So you may say, oh, a Chanel fragrance, how can that be under the radar? How can that be a hidden gem, one of the most famous fragrance brands in the world? But no one seems to really care for this one except me and a few other very wise people. Platinum Egoiste from 1993 is a really delightful fragrance. Jacques Paul's perfumer. You've got a note listing of lavender, rosemary, neroli, petitgrain, geranium, clary sage, galbanum, jasmine, oak moss, vetiver, cedar, sandalwood and amber. It's fresh, it's soapy, it has a slightly metallic edge. Perhaps it's their answer to things like Davidoff's Cool Water or even Green Irish Tweed from Creed. It has this real barbershop, lavender, soapy, clean vibe. Some people don't care for it. Egoiste, which came first, of course, is a flanker to that one. They smell nothing alike, but this one seems to get completely overlooked. And, no one in the Chanel boutique will ever say, you want to try this one, it's great. They're always telling you about Bleu de Chanel and what have you. I think Platinum Egoiste, for what it's worth, I really like it, and I do think it purveys a rather grown-up and comforting air, which maybe the ladies might find appealing. Eau de Guerlain is my next choice. 1974 release, perfumer Jean-Paul Guerlain. Fantastic, crisp, citrus, aromatic fragrance with herbal accords as well. You've got a note listing of lemon, bergamot, mint, lavender, caraway, carnation, jasmine, sandalwood, rose, patchouli, oak moss, neroli, musk and amber. So it opens up with beautiful, crisp, citrusy accords, really nicely done. Then there's this kind of combination of mint, lavender, some spices, herbs in there. Very, very grown up, very, very classy, like a really well put together gentleman. Of course, it's Eau de Guerlain. It's a citrus aromatic fragrance. You may say better for the winter time, better for the summertime order. It's fine in the autumn time and the winter. It really is. There's no reason you can't wear these. This one you can pick up online right now in the UK for around £60, £62, which is really good. And I should have mentioned that the Chanel one, rather more expensive at about £109 for the 100ml. Don't forget at NaughtonandWilson.com, if you buy 2 or more, or any 2 or more bottles, you get 20% off. Everything's back in stock now in the UK after it was not so for a week or so. NaughtonandWilson.com, the amazing Arezzo would be a fantastic choice, in my opinion, for the upcoming autumn and winter seasons. Nobody ever talks about this, seemingly except me. Nobile 1942, and this one is called Fougere Nobile. It's a beauty. 2015 release, 75ml bottle here will run you £130 in the UK, so it's quite expensive. Bergamot, black pepper, basil, tobacco, geranium, elemi, aldehydes, vetiver, and we also have patchouli, tonka bean, musk and sandalwood. So this one is a lovely twist on an aromatic fougere. It has this powdery combination of fresh, clean notes, very powdery and very dry smelling. There's very little sweetness in this one, and it's soft. It's like a beautiful talcum powder with this little twist of a fresh green kind of tobacco accord. A wonderful evocation of a sort of 1940s vibe of coming fresh out of your barbershop. But it'd be a very fancy barbershop in Italy somewhere that would give you a smell as good as this. It really is delightful for us barbershop fougere fans, both of us in the world. Okay, next up we're going to go with Laboratory Perfumes, underrated English brand, and this one's called Samphire. They say in their blurb on their website that it's evocative of the sea breeze, and I agree. I'm not going to bother with the note listing. It does include juniper, bergamot, lots of different herbal accords, and it's just fresh, vibrant, invigorating, timeless. Some of these other ones are a bit old school in smell. Really, really nice stuff. I think it's £90 online for 100ml, which is well priced for a niche brand. Fun little laboratory beaker style bottle there, and it really is good stuff. A little bit reminiscent of things like the original Eau Sauvage from the House of Dior. By no means a copy, but if you love that fresh zestiness with some herbal and aromatic accords, well worth looking into, and something not every other Tom, Dick and Harry or Sally will be wearing. Finally then, what was my yes, something of a favourite house of mine. I love the house of Rogue Perfumery. This was bought for me by my lovely girlfriend Lorraine. Thank you to her. I think it's 2023 release, and you can get a 30ml for $85, 75ml for $156, or it's available in the UK and elsewhere. Juniper berry, fir balsam, sagebrush, I don't know, citrus, pine, oak moss, geranium, amber, cedar, patchouli and musk. I believe it's supposed to be evocative of forest or forests in Idaho, so that's somewhere in America. And of course the house is known for their classic style. Perfumer Manuel Cross does a great job. This one, a little bit evocative of things like Gucci, Nobile from the 80s, and maybe even things... I was going to say Drakkar Noir, but no, there's more to this one. They've got classic, typical Fougere type fragrances, which I love, like Bon Monsieur from Rogue Perfumery's excellent. This one has a little something of a special twist, and I can't quite put my thumb on what it is. There's something a little bit more resinous about this one, maybe a twist of incense or something in there. Maybe I'm imagining it. And something about this sort of berry-like, fresh, semi-sweetness of the lovely juniper berry note, which is often used in gin, I believe, to give gin some of the gin-like flavour. I think that's true. So check out this one, rogueperfumery.com. Not sponsored, but I do love Targhee Forest. Let me know what you guys thought about that in the comments down below. I'll see you in the next episode. Remember, whatever we're doing in life, guys, let's project, and although sometimes life can stink, at least we can always smell good.